The tone of a conversation can go a huge way to driving a conversation in a positive or a negative manner.
I'm very busy.
Well, I'm sure you are.
I don't like your tone.
I'm sure you are. How's that?
See? Well, for that very reason, we're going to be using Watson Tone Analyzer to analyze the tone of a conversation. We'll be able to extract hidden insights from a body of text to work out what the real underlying tone is. Let's take a look in greater detail as to what we're going to be going through. So in this video, we're going to be covering how to set up a Watson Tone Analyzer service. We're also going to use that Tone Analyzer service to analyze a body of text or a string. Then what we'll also do is use some advanced capability to analyze an entire conversation. So we'll be able to extract a Python dictionary and analyze a whole conversation with different users so that we can work out what the tone of each user actually is. Now, in terms of how we're actually going to be doing this, we're going to be working inside of a Jupyter notebook and working with Python. We'll then use the IBM Watson SDKs to be able to connect and use the Tone Analyzer service, and we'll output our results to a JSON object, which can also be output to a text file. So ready to get to it? Let's do it. So in order to build our Tone Analyzer, there's three key things that we're going to need to do. First up, we need to authenticate against the Watson Tone Analyzer service. Then we're going to be able to analyze tone in a string. And then the last thing that we're going to do is analyze tone within a chat. So this might be two people conversing at the same time, and we're going to be able to break out our chat and analyze both of those in a single API call. Now, before we get onto any of that, we need to install one key dependency, and that's the IBM Watson SDK. So we can install that using the pip install command from within our Jupyter notebook. So let's add an additional cell and do that. So that's our IBM Watson SDK installed. So you can see here that we've just put in an exclamation mark and typed in pip install IBM Watson, and that's allowed us to install all of those SDKs. Now, the next thing that we need to do is actually go on ahead and set up a Watson Tone Analyzer service. So this is going to allow us to authenticate to the service and eventually analyze tone and analyze our chat. In order to set up a service, we just need to go to cloud.ibm.com/catalog and then hit services on the left-hand side from here. And you can see there's a whole bunch of categories. We're looking for AI and machine learning. And then the service that we're actually looking for is Tone Analyzer. So that's down here in the bottom corner. So let's go on ahead and choose Tone Analyzer. And this is going to allow us to set up an instance of the Tone Analyzer service. Now you can see that there's a bunch of different pricing plans. In this case, we're just going to be using the Lite plan. It's more than enough to get through this tutorial and it's free. So just go on ahead and choose Lite and hit create. So this is going to create a new instance of the Tone Analyzer service that you're going to be able to use inside of your Jupyter notebook. So once that service is created, you'll come to the Getting Started with Tone Analyzer page. So you can see all of that here. Now from this page, we actually need to get two key things. So we need to get our service URL as well as our API key. Now those are pretty easy to get. All you need to do is hit manage, and you can see that we've got our API key here as well as our URL. And you can pretty easily just copy these over. Now, before we copy them over, however, what we want to do is set up two variables within our Jupyter notebook. So these are going to allow us to hold our API key as well as our URL. So let's go back to our Jupyter notebook and add in an additional couple of cells and then create some variables to hold those. So we'll create one for our API key and one for our URL. Then what we can do is go and copy those values over from our service and paste them into our variables that we've got here. So we've now gone and created our two new variables. So we've created one variable called API key that's going to hold our API key, and then one variable for our URL, which is going to hold our service URL. Now the next thing that we need to do is import some dependencies. So we went and installed the IBM Watson service. Now what we're going to do is import the Tone Analyzer class from IBM Watson, and we're also going to import an authenticator. So this is going to allow us to authenticate against our Tone Analyzer service. Boom, all right, so that's done. So what we've done is we've imported the Tone Analyzer class from IBM Watson. So this is going to allow us to use the Tone Analyzer service. And we've also imported IAM Authenticator from IBM Cloud SDK Core Authenticators. So this is going to allow us to set up a new authenticator to use alongside our tone analyzer service. Now, the next thing that we need to do is actually go on ahead and authenticate. So let's do that. So we've now gone and authenticated against our tone analyzer service. So we did three key things there. So we first set up an instance of the IAM authenticator class, and we pass through our API key. So this is going to allow us to now use that authenticator with our tone analyzer instance here. So what we did there is we set up a new instance of our tone analyzer variable or class. We then specified the version that we want to use. So there's really specific versions that you need to pass through here. So in this case, it's the 21st of September 2017. And we've also passed through our authenticator that we just set up here. Then last but not least, we set our service URL. So this is where we take our tone analyzer service, aka TA, and we set our service URL by passing through the URL that we just set up here. And that is our authentication done. Now what we can go and do is actually start analyzing some tone. So let's delete that cell and add in a few additional ones here. Now, in order to analyze tone, it's actually pretty straightforward. All we need to do is use our TA service and use the tone method and pass through a string, and that's going to allow us to analyze tone. So let's try that out. So that's our first set of tone analysis done. Now everything's stored within our res variable. So before we take a look at that, let's actually take a look at the code that we just wrote. So we used our TA service, which is our tone analyzer service from up here, and we passed through a string, so I am feeling amazing, thanks, to our tone method. Then we chained on the get result method to basically get our result from the service. Now, if we go and output our res value, you can see that in this case, the tone that we've detected is joy, and we've got a confidence level of about 96%. Now, we could change this to something a little bit more negative. So say, for example, we're feeling a little bit under the weather. This sucks. I wish I wasn't. Yep. Let's delete that second one. And now you can see that it's actually changing our tone. So rather than it being joy, we're now detecting sadness. So this allows us to really quickly just pass through a string and analyze our tone. Now you can pass through a whole bunch of different strings and pass through a longer block of text, and that's going to allow you to analyze tone really quickly. Now what happens if we wanted to, for example, analyze a conversation rather than a single string? Well, what we can do is set up a conversation using a Python dictionary and then use the Analyse chat method to go and do that. So we've now gone and set up our chat object. So just to quickly go through, we set up an array. So you can see that we've got our square brackets here, and then we've entered two dictionaries into that array. So you can see that our first dictionary has two keys, so text and the user. And within our text, we've actually got the conversational component. So our first block of text is saying, I feel great, it's sunny outside, and I've got all my work done. And that's coming from a user called he who shall not be named. Now, our second dictionary, again, contains a text key and a user key. And in this case, the conversational component is basically saying, this sucks, I have 500 hours more coding to do, this is gonna take all weekend. So that's probably a comment that's typically coming from me. Hence, you can see that you've got the user nick there. Now, what we can do is take this whole chat object and pass it through to the tone chat method. And that's going to allow us to analyze our entire chat for tone. So let's go and do that. So rather than analyzing a single string, we've now gone and analyzed an entire chat. So you can see the output of that all down here. Now, what we actually did in order to do that, bit of a tongue twister there.
Piper Paraboo and Polly Perrette need to push back the pitch on the Princess and the Pauper project.
Is we used the TA service, but rather than using the tone method that we did up here, we now used the tone chat method. We then passed through our entire chat object, which was this little thing up here, and we used the get result method to get our result. Now, if we output it, you can see that it's split up everything into two different objects. So we've got our first utterance, which is this one up here, and then we've got our second utterance down here as well. So it's actually gone and specified for our first utterance. So I feel great, it's sunny outside, blah, 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 that the tone is excited. So it's actually gone and detected that tone from that particular block of text. Now in our second utterance, so this sucks, I have like 500 hours more coding to do. It's detecting that we're frustrated and that we're maybe a little bit impolite and a little bit sad. So that basically shows how you can perform tone analysis on a chat rather than just a single string. And that about wraps up this video. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and tick that bell. It'll mean the world to me. And if you've got any questions at all or need a hand, be sure to drop a mention in the comments below and I'll get right back to you no matter how big or small the question is. Thanks again for tuning in. Peace.